Hey there, Nocturnes! Welcome back to another episode of Surviving College. I'm Jeremy, a senior high school teacher in the Philippines. So tonight, this is a continuation of the Office Politics series that I recently started, and now, from knowing your goals, you have to know how to execute. For tonight, I'd like to talk about the difference between two types of working. Yeah, two types of working hard and working smart. I would like to directly tell you that working hard is now an antiquated piece of work advice. Yes, you heard me right. It's antiquated and it doesn't really serve people who work in in any industry where hierarchy is present, where you have a boss, I mean. And when there are people working under you, working hard simply won't cut it anymore. It's because, you know why it has been like that. In the past, before the turn of the century, at least, people had this mindset, industrial model, of work, of education, you name it. It is through this industrial model that everyone should do the same thing and produce the exact same results. That was the industrial model until the introduction of technology and the evolution of such seemingly uncontrollable progress. And that brought us to the 21st century model of working, and add to that learning. And in the 21st century model, the amount of effort that you exert in whatever you do is less important than the results, the outcomes you're able to deliver to your boss. And that is something I think is rarely taught or never taught at all in college, and let alone basic ed, where I teach basically. That's why I'm telling you now, dear Nocturne, you're lucky or blessed that you're watching this right now, because I'm here to tell you that working smart is more beneficial. Okay. Well, it's not to say that working hard should not happen anymore. Actually, the model that I'm introducing to you right now is this: learn to work smart, and working hard will naturally follow, not the other way around. And I'll tell you why. Okay. What's the difference between working hard and working smart? Working hard, you just exert effort without really thinking where your effort is being placed. Is it being placed in the right priorities? But for working smart, you you consciously, you deliberately allocate your effort, your energy, your time for what truly matters. And what truly matters, add to that, add that to working smart. What really matters is what really is the priority of your boss and what his or her expectations are for you. What what is common nowadays, why so many employees get burnt out, is because they don't understand what their bosses really want. They always assume, and they assume based on what their previous bosses demanded of them, and assume that those are the same expectations for them, even if their former bosses got replaced by their current ones. And that's a mistake. It's important to sit down with your boss and align your understanding with his or her expectations, because probably, let's say in the past, you had a boss who was very particular about your the PowerPoint presentations you make for meetings. But now you have, lo and behold, a new boss who doesn't care about PowerPoints, but more on the substance of what you say during meetings. If you're asked to lead a presentation, that is. Okay, that's just one primary example. So probably the PowerPoint you worked so hard maybe was not as important as the conversation that took place, right? Let me know in the comments if you have been there and done that. And probably there are other misalignment in expectations and understanding. So that is one thing you have to be clear on. So before we talked about being clear on goals, now is being clear on your boss's expectations. And when you know perfectly your boss's expectations, then you can allocate less time, less energy for whatever you're asked to do. Because this is important, okay? Why you need to learn this. Most of what you do actually at work isn't really your priority, right? You're asked to do them, and most of them could actually be dropped or, okay, erased from your work routines because they are outdated processes that could already be automated. But that doesn't happen easily since bureaucracy, okay, bureaucracy, we'll talk more about that, will always be there. But what one thing is for sure is you save whatever percentage, whatever small amount of time you have for the things that truly matter, what skills you need to hone, what you want to hone. Okay, well, actually, with regard to skills, it's more of a need because what you want is actually the outcome, right? The next job or the next promotion you're eyeing. So yes, we'll learn more about those skills in the next. We'll talk about those skills rather in probably one of the next episodes. But for now, work smart, then you'll naturally work hard. Continue surviving in the dark until the next episode.